because today is the first day of February. It's hard to believe we're already past a month into this year. We are going to be starting our new unit today on equations and how to solve equations. We're going to start very simple with basic one-step equations because that is what you would have had at the end of last school year in 6th grade that you all kind of missed out on because of the pandemic. So we're going to start there, and then we'll gradually get into more advanced two-step equations and inequalities. So let me go ahead and get this pulled up. We're actually going to go over the first few slides of your assignment for the day. So whenever you leave the live, you will have the answers for the first few slides. Okay, what is an equation? An equation says that two things are equal. Equations have equal signs. So if I look at 1 plus 1, it does not have an equal sign right now. So 1 plus 1 by itself is an expression. Okay. So this right here is an expression. I apologize if you hear my child laughing in the background. But if I were to put in an equal sign, this is now an equation. So 1 plus 1 equals 2 is an equation. X plus 2 is an expression. X plus 2 equals 6 is an equation. So the big difference between an expression and equation is the equal sign. Okay. We solve equations to determine the value of the variable. Okay, so remember the variable is the unknown and it's represented by a letter. To help us understand how to solve equations, we're going to start using a bar model. So a bar model uses rectangular bars to represent known and unknown quantities. So let's look at this example used to solve the bar model. So we have the addition equation. I'll make this bigger. X plus 10 equals 15. So when I draw this out with a bar model, I'm going to make one bar for X plus 10. Ooh, that's really bad chicken scratch this morning. And then I'm going to make another bar the exact same size as the first one for my 15. Okay. By making these the same size, we are showing that they are the same value. They are equal to one another. Okay. Just like with area models, bar models can be decomposed. Decomposed means we're going to break them apart, okay? So I can take my X plus 10 and I can decompose it into the two different terms, X and 10. So decompose means I'm just breaking it apart. And then I'm still going to have my fifth or my total. So X and 10 gives me X plus 10. This is all equal to 15. And then on the bottom here, I know that part of that 15 is 10. And I can use this to figure out this missing piece right here. So if part of it is 10, I know that the piece that is left over is 5 because 10 plus 5 is 15. Because this 5 and this x are in the same spot, I know x must equal 5. Any questions about that? Okay. So why did we decompose 15 into 5 plus 10? Why did we do that? So that we can find out what x is. And we knew that part of it was 10, right? So we had to figure out what plus 10 gives us 15. Okay, yes, to find the value of x. All right, let's do a couple more examples. X plus 10 equals 17. So I have my bar model. I have x and 10 separated. X plus 10, which is this part of the equation, 17, the other side of the equal sign. And now I need to fill in the missing pieces. So we know that part of this 17 is 10, and we get that directly from the equation. How am I going to figure out what this missing value is? So if part of it is 10, what's the other part that will give me 17? Seven. Any questions about that one? Okay, let's look at one more example. X plus 6 equals 15. So if I look at the top of my bar model, I see x, and then I have this missing piece. So what from the equation would go in this box right here? Right, because x plus 6 equals 15. Here's my x plus 6, here's my 15. What goes in this bottom right box right here? What am I going to bring down? Okay. So we know something plus 6 equals 15. What is that missing value? What plus 6 gives me 15? No. Any questions about that one? Or about how to use a bar model to solve an equation? All right. Let's take a look at your assignment. So we went through slides 2, 3, 4, and 5 together. Okay, so you have this answer for slide 4, and you have these missing pieces for slide 5. What you are going to do for your assignment today is you're going to complete the rest of this. So slides 6 through 13. Fill in the missing pieces and then answer the questions on the pages. So this one wants to know what is the equation represented by the bar model. Okay, so we're going to look here to figure it out. And then which value of x makes the equation a true statement. So whenever you write it, what is this x value equal to for answer C? Same thing on question 7, only this time you're going to fill out the entire bar model yourself. And then answer the question on slide 8. And now we're going to get into decimals and fractions. Okay, you're going to work them the same way, but remember, with fractions, we need to find common denominators to solve, just to give you a little hint there. And then we're going to look at how does this work with subtraction problems. And then you have a couple word problems to do. Any questions about your assignment for today? Okay. All right, if you have no questions, I will be here until 10.